Happy Devils Tuesday. This is the Let's Go Devils podcast post-game titled Home Sweet Home. Devils win 3-2 over the Sabres. Streaming live on Facebook Live, not Periscope, and YouTube Live and Twitch on the Primetime Radio Network. I'm your host, Sam Wu, here with our special guest, Shorts Guy, and SiriusXM's Liquid Metal, Scotty.
What up,
Big
dude?
Victory. Big
win
over
fun game.
The lowly Sabres.
The lowly
Erica
Sabres.
was wearing green. Erica was wearing
Yes.
green. Let's point that out. She's the only one that's allowed
Good
to
luck,
wear
green.
Yep.
Good luck, green. All right. We'll get her to the green leather then. All right.
There you go.
But
yeah, right.
it was quite a game. It was a fun game. Devils kind of sleptwalked there through the first, but they ended up pulling out a goal there at the end. Sharon Govich with his sixth from Severson and Zajac. Nice to see Big Travis getting back on the scoreboard, score sheet rather. Sabres came back with 2 goals though in the second. One right after another. Jeff Skinner coming out of wherever he's been, getting his second of the year. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Yeah, Jeff Skinner only his second of the year. And then Sami Vatanen coming back, about 10 minutes left to go in the second period with a nice wrist shot to tie it up. That's Sammy's first of the year. That's coming from my man, Yanni Kuokkanen. I'll have to eat some crow. Sam Wu's going to yell at me about Sharon Govich. They're looking better. They're looking better. But Vatanen, his first. From Kuokkanen, that's his 7th assist, and Ryan Murray. Nice to see him on the score sheet. And then in the third, beautiful tip on a beautiful play all around on the power play. Hello. Our power play has been very good lately. Miles Wood, his 9th from Jesper Bratt, his 10th assist, and PK, his 11th assist. 3 stars in the game, Miles Wood, Yanni Kuokkanen, Mackenzie Blackwood with a very strong game. Shots on goal. Sabres still took it here with a 12-12-11 for a 35. Like I said, that first period we kind of sleptwalked through. We somehow came out with the lead, but only 5 shots on goal in that first period. 15 in the second. There you go. In the third, again, 7. But, game was getting a little bit tighter then for a total of 27. Face-offs, oof. Buffalo took it to us there, 61% to 39. Power play, we were 1 for 3. They were 0 for 2, which means our PK was very good again. Hits 25 to 19, so Buffalo had a slight edge there. Blocks 8 to 6. Yeah, giveaways only 9. That's amazing. Only 9 giveaways. Look what happens when you don't just give the puck to the other team. That's incredible. And Mackenzie Blackwood doesn't look like he's freaking out every 5 seconds. So pretty fun game. Second period was action packed there. You got a little nervous. Started singing Kenny Rogers, got no one to hold him, no one to fold him. Well, tonight I guess we should have hold him, because they pulled it out. And a victory at home in those green jerseys. When's the last time they won in a retro?
I feel like they haven't won. Yeah, they haven't won
really
in any jersey, in any retro jersey in a very long time.
It's been a while.
It always seems to be like, I would always joke when they would wear the old red and greens, looks like they want to play like they used to be when they wore that jersey, because they just would always look so terrible wearing the retros and wearing, and then the starting off with the green jerseys looked like it was just a continuation. But I like this feeling. It's been a while to have this feeling called a win.
Yeah,
it's
with
great.
Some solid play.
Someone was going to break a losing streak tonight, and someone was going to become miserable. I will have to admit, I thought that we were going to be very generous and give to the poor tonight and allow Buffalo 2 points. It looked like we were going in that direction. However, I was so very happy to be wrong. I feel for my teammate JJ, who languishes another loss as a Buffalo Sabre fan. But I'm just happy to see our Devils finally win, and Blackwood looking more like Blackwood tonight than he has in a while. Carrying this team, which is what he can do. when given the opportunity, when in the right mindset, it sucks to lose that many games. Bottom line, and it sucks to not have a win for a very long time. It definitely affects you, but we did well. Still a little on the shots. Still letting up 35. That's still, it's still not great. But Blackwood did it.
And before we because there was a lot of good tonight. Before we get to the good, let's just touch real quick on our old friend, now nemesis, Taylor Hall. What did you think of the play where, PK obviously was trying to clear the crease out, but hit him from behind. He goes face first down. Slap shot comes and he's down and it hits him right in the face. He was obviously pissed at PK, barking at him for the rest of the game. Now, I mean, you think he's in the right, or that's just part of hockey? He's just pissed, I think it's.
Oh, he's definitely pissed. He's definitely pissed, and you don't blame him. But that's. Sam.
What's up, Sabu?
NFZ. That's all what PK was.
Yeah,
that's all PK was doing.
I agree.
That's tough.
No, I agree too.
Taylor Hall has every right to be mad, but that kind of territorial response by establishing position in that little rectangle called NFZ in front of Mackenzie Blackwood, it was a blackout. Yep.
I like it.
You're not supposed to be there.
I like it.
That's all.
Yeah.
NFC. NFC. Did you see his face after he got hit? Taylor Hall. He was he looked up and he was just he had a look of like he was a kid, I really effed myself up here. Oh man,
who wouldn't?
When I saw I didn't realize what happened. When I saw the replay, I thought the puck got deflected up and just hit him like that. I didn't realize that he went face first header and then boom,
yeah.
That was rough. That was rough.
Really, what that comes down to, like Sam's been preaching the no fun zone in front of the net, and that's all PK was doing, clearing out that net. And if you're gonna stand in front of the crease, you're gonna get abused by someone, whether it be it the defenseman or the goalie. And it just happened to be an unfortunate circumstance that as he gets knocked down, the puck hits him in the face. Now you can also say, well, how come Taylor Hall wasn't strong enough to stay on his feet? So maybe it's his own fault for not having that strength to stay on his feet.
Oh, I love
but
it.
It is an unfortunate circumstance, and that's part of the game. It's one of those hockey plays. It just happens to be as he was falling, potentially trying to draw a penalty. You can throw that out there that maybe he was going down a little bit soft because he wanted to try to get a man advantage for his team. If that's what he was doing, he picked a hell of a wrong time to do it with an oncoming slap shot straight to his face. And then to get mad at PK. I mean, I would have been pissed too to get cross-checked from behind and get hit in the face with a slap shot. But hey, that's the game.
That's bad timing.
Bad timing. But if
like
you
our captain,
if you were,
we didn't want him getting hit in the face
captain,
and breaking his nose. That was just bad timing. You think he's not going to go try and screen goalies again? Exactly.
Yeah, if you're going to stand in front of the net, you need to accept the consequences of either getting hit with a puck or getting smashed by a defenseman or a goalie. That's what happens when you go hard to the net. And that's why a lot of players refuse to go hard to the net or stand in front of the net because of that abuse that comes with it. He got abused. PK knocked him down. Happened to get hit at the same time with a slap shot. Maybe he should just get stronger and stand his ground.
I think that's the best response we could possibly come up with for right there.
Boom.
I love it.
I haven't been on post game in weeks, and here I am just spitting this stuff. This is great.
So are you saying that Taylor Hall is weak? He's a weakling?
Saying the possibility is there. Possibilities there.
Oh man. But there was a lot of good stuff tonight. After, like, all right, we said our little spiel about Taylor, but the defense, looked pretty good. Like I said, there wasn't a lot of giveaways. Back check was good. I'm trying to think of someone made an impressive back check again. It was Sami Vatanen getting back. It seems to be every game where we do let like a breakaway go, but it seems like people have been getting up on that back check a lot more, which is always good to see. Miles Wood.
You want back checking.
Yeah. Miles Wood, really strong game. The Kuokkanen, Sharon Govich. I'm going to have to eat some crow because, I wasn't a fan of Sharon Govich. I was wondering why he's getting all these opportunities, but now he's starting to produce. So, I got to eat my words on that one. Yanni Kuokkanen, again, is continuing. Travis Zajac with them is now starting to put some points on the board, which is nice. That was a big problem. Travis is always solid defensively, but he wasn't producing. And now he seems to be, they seem to, like we were talking about on the big show Sunday night. They're starting to, they're kind of looking, they're playing the Sabres again. Let's take it for what it is. They're playing the Sabres. The other team with the worser record, the only other team with a worser record than us in our division, so. Okay, but they're playing a little bit more like they did in the beginning of the season pre-COVID break. So maybe they are finally getting their legs back, underneath them and stuff like that.
One would hope, and we'll see how we go after this one. What do you got,
What are you laughing at, Sam?
Seriously, what do you got?
I don't know if I should mention this on air, so I'm going to do the and screenshot this and send it to you guys.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it was against the Sabres. A win's a win, though. At this point, I'll take any win. We'll see how
are we now. 5 games under?
That's a good question.
Is that where we are? I got to check let me check the standings right here. Yes. 4 games under. We're 9-13-4.
Hey, 9-13-4. I'll take that. We got to take these wins anyway. We can get them right now. Any win can be that confidence. Yeah, any win can be that confidence booster to get something rolling. We'll see what'll happen this coming later in the week against Pittsburgh. A 2-game set against them, which Little Steve last night was saying on the Hockey on Tap podcast. This is the first time we're playing them all season because I believe we were scheduled to play them prior to our COVID break. They were our next game, and then the world went to hell.
Oh, Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sorry. No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, we'll if we can roll this into a win against Pittsburgh, that'll be fantastic. I hope that they take something from this. It's great to break a streak, but it's you got to be consistent with it. So can they do it again for game 2?
It would be, nice to see if they can pull something off against Pittsburgh, who, is a team that obviously hasn't, you got the Bruins and you got the Capitals and you got the Islanders. And then, the Pens and the Flyers have been kind of hovering below there, So this is a team they've been hit hard, playing the Caps and the Bruins a lot since they haven't been playing us. The Pens are kind of looking forward to this point in their schedule. Can we take that as a little boost of confidence, and turn
one
this
would hope
into, I just want to see them play hard. I don't care at this point. I don't care if they lose. I don't want to get blown out. I want them to play hard. If they end up losing a tough game like they did to the Islanders the other night, that was deflating, but at least they were in it. It sucked because we got the goal called back and everything, but at least they were in it. They didn't give up. They didn't just, go to the corner and throw in the towel like today. Yeah, like today when they gave up those 2 quick goals. They could have just folded, and been like, here we go again, and just like, see you guys, we're just going to skate it off, and that's it. But no, they turned it around, and they played hard.
But kind of like you mentioned about, thinking back to the pre-COVID times of the Devils, that's what they were doing. That was one of their hallmarks at the beginning of the season, was not giving up and grinding it out and getting that tying goal towards the end. that is what I'm hoping is coming back. That's that desire you need to want to win. So if that is going to be coming back, then by all means, this is a huge thing for us. But yeah, you're right. They did not give up. They could have just folded, and they didn't, which I was very happy to see. And they didn't do that against the Capitals either. The Capitals are a very good team a couple games ago. They tied it back up, and then they wound up losing anyway. So that fight is still there. It's just it's inconsistent, and that's kind of like what a lot of the problems the Devils are having right now. Just inconsistencies. And for whatever reason, we've harped about many potential reasons for that over the last couple of weeks. So we'll avoid rehashing that, but if they can build some consistency and go forward, the future is bright. You were much more positive on Sunday than I think Beer Baron and I were, as far as the future being bright and just being sick and tired of hearing it.
I know,
and you're doing a much better job than we are. Because
I've had my moments here on the podcast. You gonna ask?
Yeah, we had ours. Yes. We had ours, and you were our voice of reason. But tonight's game are one of those. It's one of those games where it's like, this all right. This is what we're hoping for. This is a potential glimpse at what this team can do. A glimpse at the future. A glimpse of what we're hoping for. I just hope I hope we're not all crushed on Thursday.
I like to answer a question from Daniel.
Oh boy!
Because
where's Daniel? YouTube or Facebook?
Facebook.
What's up, Daniel?
I've been preaching we should be sellers, and he asked, should we be, selling the veterans?
Yes.
Of course. Yes. This is like the stock market. Their stock is high right now. We reached the ceiling.
They won
we reached the ceiling with these players. Okay, sell, and buy Doge. Sell, and buy Doge.
I love how
you just got to slide that in there. Don't you?
Yeah. Also, in full SEC disclosure, I have a position in Doge coin. Sorry.
Hey, it could get us our jet. It could get us our jet.
That's what I'm hoping for. If we forget about GoFundMe, forget about all these, charity things, a Kickstarter or whatever. No, just buy Doge, and then we can buy that jet.
Yeah, well, their values are high now, but it's sad that their values are high because we won one game. That's where it's like, whoa,
yeah, that's where we're at right now.
That's where we're at right now, yeah. Because if you look at the more rounder numbers, what are we 3-10-2 in the last 15 games or something like that? So
it's awful. It's just awful.
Oh yeah.
Matt Freudenberger. He says this win ruined our shot at Owen Powers. Just kidding. Honestly, it's a lottery system. It's just I think last year was rigged, but in my opinion, it's a lottery system. It's not like exact science.
So they tell us, but we'll see. We'll see how we go. We're not in last place yet. There. Matt, we still got a little ways to go here, and we're gonna find out against the Penguins. I think that's a nice test for us. It's not. I mean, the Islanders are really good. We know the Capitals are really good. They're really tough. They're really big. They're hard for us to play. The Pens, they aren't as physical as some of the other teams. I think that might be a good team for us to check out.
It could be a good series. We could potentially steal a game out of the 3, I believe we got coming up against them, which would be nice. 1, 2, 3, 2 at home and 1 away. And then we got the Flyers right after that too. So you got some good games coming up. and some potential to go. You've got a potential to go 2-2 over the next 4, which would be fantastic.
I'd take that.
I would absolutely take that because then we got a back-to-back with Washington away. That's going to be a difficult one. So these
that doesn't
these
sound
next
like fun. How many more against the Caps? I feel like every other game we're playing the damn Capitals.
One,
oh my god,
2, 3, 4.
4? Really? We've only played them 4 times. Oh my god.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 2.
Each game feels like 2,
and then I know, right? A back-to-back and then 2 and 3 days against them.
Ugh.
So, these are the games that we have to really push to win against Pittsburgh, against Philadelphia, and even to an extent Boston, because we seem to be able to do well against Boston. So really, this stretch coming up over the next 2 weeks or so, has the potential for us getting a couple wins. We just got to put it together. Take advantage of the teams, kind of like what some of the other teams are doing against us, taking advantage of what should be 2 points for them, like the Islanders did with the 3 games against us. I hate to admit it, but we were the 3 games the Islanders should have won. And they did. So we got to start doing that against teams that we have that opportunity.
Wait a second here.
What?
That last
game. Oh, boy.
That last game, the Islanders were lucky.
Oh, you got Sam Will going now. Oh, boy.
They were lucky.
I know.
They were lucky.
No, I don't discount that.
Yeah, but I will say, though, I'm starting to really buy into what Beer Baron was saying.
Oh, no. That's not a good sign.
No.
Seriously.
He made a good point. He made a good point.
Oh, boy.
That maybe
I'm happy when you say you're buying into stuff for me or Shorts Guy. When you say Beer Baron, I'm like, oh, no, Sam. Oh,
after the 16 game layoff, recovering from COVID takes some time. I mean, it was practically a team-wide thing. And you know what? Seeing Mac Black have the stamina tonight, especially towards the end there, to keep sharp and so quick, it didn't matter if you're playing the Buffalo Sabres or the Washington Capitals. The fact that he was moving around so quick towards the end there, and he was on his game to try to seal that victory, I think that's a really, really good sign.
Agreed.
Yeah.
You know what else? You know what else is a good sign? I'm seeing a stat right now. In the last 5 games, Yanni Kuokkanen, 4 goals, 2 assists. Travis Zajac, 6 assists, and Yegor Sharangovich, 3 goals, 1 assist. I like those trends. And Travis Zajac with a 62% face-off percentage win. I like those trends. Those trends mean we're not losing every face-off in the defensive zone and having these rocket shots with mad traffic, being blasted at Mac Black there, or I almost said Clemenson. Oh my God, Scott Wedgwood. I almost said Scott Clemenson. Ay.
Let's go. Hey, I mean,
Wedgwood was originally, but Wedgwood was originally back then. This is his second stint with the team.
And Clemenson
did two. Clemenson did 2 stints too, right? All right.
He did, and Clemenson had very similar color scheme pads to Wedgwood too, so it's understandable. But talking about those trends, with Zajac doing well in the faceoffs and 6 assists, that
nice.
raises his stock. It raises his
Yes,
stock
it
if we're
does.
looking to move him. It would mean that we would at least have a little bit of sway in the deal. Like, hey, he's not doing so bad. So can we get a little bit something more than you would have given us 3 weeks ago? As much as I would hate to see him go, but if he's doing well, and some of these other guys start producing, it's going to make it easier for us to move them and get something good in return. Omar is heading out. Good night, Omar. See you Thursday. Just want to say,
he's going to Long Island. I feel like Lou has already called about him.
I would not be against that, and it makes sense, aside from the Lou factor, it makes sense right now because he would be able to stay in the area with his family, not have to uproot his family in the middle of this pandemic crap, and be able to still play and live at home. So I see nothing wrong with that. And they have a chance
Islanders
to win.
need help. They need help in the bottom line, centers. They can use that help. It's they can use that depth right about now. So I don't know. I could see that happening. Palmieri to Boston because they need that secondary scoring as well. I don't know. They got to sell though. I think Fitzy has got to sell.
I don't see how we're not selling because I hate to admit that we're not going to be making a push for the playoffs. It just sucks to say already, but
yeah, it is what it is.
I know it is what it is, and it's still tough to say. But whatever we get in return, I just wanted to make sure that it helps us going forward.
Oh yeah.
I just wanted to help us going
that
forward.
Second round pick back. See, the Islanders have our second round pick. I'd love to.
Yeah,
somehow
that could potentially be part of this deal, and like you said, have that back. You know, but it seems
we'll see what Fitzy can do.
We'll see, but it almost seems like the best situation for Zajac personally as well, to be able to go to a potential winning team and then still remain in the area and not have to uproot his family in the middle of this crap.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the Caps would work. Yeah, I mean, they're pretty solid, but I mean, even so, like travel wise, DC's not that bad.
No,
from where we are. So, but either way, don't see him on the Rangers. So that's all I'm worried about.
No, we want him to go somewhere and win.
Yeah,
potentially
that's the whole
lose
point.
Even more.
Yeah, the Isles, they're going to be one of those teams making another deep run. I think, this year. I don't know about you, but I don't know. When they were playing us, it just felt like they were playing coy with us the whole time. Just like, okay, all right, now we're ready to win. Here we go. And just turned it on in the third period, and
kind of like a cat playing with a mouse. Like, yeah, this is fun, and then just killing him.
What we used to do in our heyday.
Yeah, right. But the good thing too, if we really, really wanted to have these players and still let's say have Palmieri or Travis again for next season with this young core, they're unrestricted. We can re-sign them at the end of the season and bring them right back. Give
absolutely.
Travis a chance to go win a cup, and if he wants to come back, great. I think Kyle Palmieri. I still think Kyle Palmieri and his experience in that locker room is worth its weight in gold with this young crew that we've got with this young core. I would love to see it if we allowed him to go, got some pieces for him, but then re-signed him in the summer and brought him back with this group. I think that would be the most ideal situation with him. Yeah,
I agree. I 100% agree. And Fitzy is better than I. I know Boston's looking for second.
Well.
Yeah, I just know Boston's looking for secondary scoring. It seems to be a good fit. I don't know, maybe other people as well. Montreal has been, a team that's been battling, and there's plenty of places where he could end up. But I just feel like Boston is a natural destination for him.
I think Boston more than Montreal. I think those cross-border trades are going to be very limited to none. I think you're only going to see trades within the U.S. or within Canada. And if you're going to see those cross-border trades, they're going to happen within the next week. With COVID protocol, with quarantine protocol,
right.
And you want your guys to get mixed in with this team, it's got to get done tomorrow if you want to make any cross-border calls like that. Aside from that, you're going to be shipped somewhere within country. There's just no way you're not if you're going to be traded. I could be wrong.
Matt Freudenberger.
I could be wrong, but to me, makes no sense.
Freudenberger says Gusev to the Habs. That's his call. Ramona just says Palms needs to go. Michael says Palmieri for a first rounder and prospects. I don't know if you're going to get a first rounder and prospects.
Depends on how desperate the buyer is.
Yeah. All right, we're getting some Palmieri hate here. Palms has got to go. Hey, he's had a rough season. Not gonna lie about that. It's a tough season to have a rough one in too. 30 years old and you're UFA. It's like wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough, but again, his experience in the locker room is, I don't know. To me, I see that as super valuable to this core. I saw the same with man, it's escaping me right now. I can't think of it, but it's that experience you need with these young guys that can lead them to the promised land, as in whether it be playoffs or a cup. You know,
Mhm.
but again, he's a UFA at the end of the season. You can bring him back, trade him for pieces, and then bring him right back. You could do the same with you could do the same with Sami Vatanen if you wanted to bring him back. Trade him for pieces, bring him right back.
Again, trade him for another Yanni Kuokkanen and bring him back again after that.
Sure. But
we'll see.
Hey, you know what? That's what we got. We also have 2 goalies with expiring contracts that we can move too.
That's also true. Ramona, I'm gonna try not to hate on old Sharon Govich. I'm gonna try and be a fan. If they continue producing, there's no way I can't be. I'll gladly eat my words on him if he keeps producing like this. So.
I gladly go back to the old videos this past month and play every single one of them. Scotty, this is me. Scotty, what do you think about Sharon Govich? Do you think it? Nah, he's just like every other winger.
Well, my whole thing was like Lindy obviously likes him, and everyone else was getting pulled in and out of the lineup, and Sharon Govich somehow was like saved from any sort of like being scratched or not. Like he had more opportunities than everybody. Whatever.
It's not
I'm
like
glad he's producing now.
It's not like he's Andres Solomonson. Remember that guy?
Ooh. Or who were we talking about? Nicholas Bergfors the other day.
Yeah, Nicholas.
By the way, remember when I was trying to figure out who that winger was that same year that Richard Schmelko or whatever his name was there for half a season? Lee Stempniak. Remember Lee Stempniak? He was here for maybe 3/4 of a season, and he put up, I don't know, maybe 18 or 19 goals, but then someone picked him up at the trade deadline.
Yeah.
I thought of it. I just popped into my head. That's completely pointless knowledge right there.
Haven't heard that.
No one's heard his name. Yeah. It just popped in my head. Sorry, Sam.
It's okay. It's all good. Wasn't there like a Yuri Zusi, or I forgot how do you pronounce his last name? It was like a weird spelling. It looks like Lusty, but it was started with a T. Wasn't there some unusual name? Here, I gotta freaking help me out. Facebook Live.
Lee Stempniak? I mean, that's a pretty weird one. You don't meet many Stempniaks in the world. Yeah.
No.
Is T Lusty? Is that his last name?
T Lusty? Is this a DJ or is this a hockey player?
Here we go.
Oh, Yuri Talusti.
Yeah,
Yuri Talusti.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeez. How lusty. Oh, my God.
Lusty?
Ryan just put it in the group, too.
Whose idea was to give you a live mic?
Yeah, well, I don't know. So, Sammy, I can't wait till we put out. I can't wait till we get the clip of you at the first podcast and put it out there. I don't think we put it out for the world to see yet.
Oh,
to read the first opening minutes of this of this mess we call the Let's Go Devils podcast.
I wonder if I have it.
We gotta give a shout to Ryan Huttner. He hit us with Yuri Talusti there.
He did. Yeah.
Yeah. Matthias Tedenby. That is another move.
Tedenby was another one.
Jacob Josephson. Years.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Conti. What ruined Lou was Conti's Swedish connection. It started with Bergfors. Right? And then it was Tedenby and Josephson, Adam Larson.
Mm-hmm.
It just went nowhere. And then
Urban. Remember, wasn't Urban Swedish?
Urban.
Yeah.
And her Bobby M shot from the point. I used to love hearing Doc say that. And who was the big dude? Seth Helgeson. I was always like, man, this guy looks like a friggin' Viking. I'm like, please, God, be good at defense so you can make the team so we have a big Viking back there on defense. But, he never really panned out.
Wow, we did have comments tonight. I'm just reading.
We did have the Swedish Moose, Johan Hedberg.
Oh yeah,
he was a good. He was good for us.
Yeah, but he wasn't drafted in the first round and mounted.
I know. I'm just. Hey, I gotta throw a goalie in here somewhere.
Bergfors took out our good friend. You want to talk about getting hit in the face? I mean, he shot that puck in practice that one time. Took out one of my favorite defensemen. It was actually a serious eye injury.
John Merrill's not Swedish, though, Ray.
No.
You might as well. He's adopted in Sweden.
He's adopted. Oh, Lordy. All right. Yeah. Well, I think we should probably wrap up our post game. Yeah.
Yeah.
We want to thank everyone on.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I want to. Jelena. That was another one.
Oh yeah.
Who else was in that defensive core? It was Eric Jelena. Urban was before that, right?
David Hale?
That was David Hale. Oh my
David
God.
Hale, that's a while ago. Yeah, we had a lot of flash in the pans for a while. Looked fantastic.
Sheldon Surrey?
No, he was well
Jason
before.
Smith?
I'm
just starting to name random defensemen
you just know
that we had on our team.
There was a player, his name was Ed Ward.
Ed Ward. Old Ed Ward.
Yeah, but who would name their kid Ed Ward?
I don't know.
Edward
I'm not naming
Ward.
Kids.
I don't know.
He's got like a first and a last name built in there. Edward.
Yeah.
Edward Ward.
Yeah. All right.
We need to go. If we're talking about Edward.
Yeah, we need to go. We need to go. This is going downhill.
Final thoughts before Thursday.
Final thoughts before Thursday. I don't know. I'm just happy to see the Devils play good hockey, not bad. I want to turn this off and do something else hockey. They played good, fun hockey, and the game was exciting. Even though it was against the Sabres, I don't care. It was fun to see a good game, and that they won. They friggin' won at home.
Mm-hmm.
Short Sky?
Yeah, I'm gonna say they won. That's all I care about. They won, and I'm pretty pumped. If you haven't seen it, the Devils were selling face masks with some graphics from Marty's helmet, and I just hope those face masks are awesome. And if you haven't picked one up, they put more available tonight, and it goes to charity. So check it out. I'm pretty pumped about that. I don't normally like to promote things that that the Devils do, but it's like that at least. But that face mask looks pretty rad, so I'm looking forward to it. And
for kids charity.
Yeah, absolutely, which is awesome. And I hope the Devils continue this play into Thursday.
I was going to talk about knockoffs, but I guess it's for charity. So anyway, what
are you selling the knockoffs on the corner of Mulberry Street? Is that what's going on there?
That's what's going to happen.
Oh my God!
The NFZ was in play. I almost feel like PK Subban's been listening to this podcast. He did a great job clearing that.
I think yes. He did a great job.
But in all seriousness, every game they are improving. Just the little things that they're doing right. The fact that the penalty kill is so dominant and solid and was addressed, and the power play. I know it's Buffalo, but if you see the trend, the Islanders had some problems with the Devils, and I like that. And we got to build on it. At the same token, sell Sell them all. Stock is high. Buy low, sell high.
Yep.
Alrighty, so tomorrow night, State of the Fan address. We have from ESPN Emily Kaplan on, Nick Villano and I, and we'll see you Thursday post game. Till next time, let's go Devils.